You're listening to Intellectual Nudity, Uncensored, Uninhibited, Unleashed, The Jose Soto Show.
Alright, so we have this new article up on Outsports. Very interesting stuff. And, I'm not a sports fan at all. I'm really not. My ex was a sports guy. Come on, I'm not really into it. I'm sorry, I have other things to do. For me, I think it's a waste of time to look at the television and seeing a bunch of guys, a bunch of dudes in tight pants running around the field, chasing after a ball. I don't know. It's not enticing for me. I want something more that's, I don't know, something more interesting. I mean, it's the same thing over and over again. And it's very tribal, Oh, you're for the 49ers, you're for the Raiders, or oh my God, it's my team, it's my football team, my guy. I've seen this before. Some stray dudes will be watching football. It's like, oh yeah, he's my boy, my boy. Talking about some player or quarterback or whatever. They'll say, oh yeah, that's my boy, Tim Tebow. I'm like, your boy, what the fuck? Did you marry that guy or what? You're fucking gay? Believe me, it's very homoerotic. So when you see a lot of these, stray guys salivating at these football players who are younger than them usually, wearing tight pants and slapping each other in the butt, oh yeah, very manly. Again, I have nothing against that. I mean, I appreciate a little hanky-panky here and there, a little ass slap, nothing wrong with that. But for the sake of trying to pretend that this is all macho and masculine and heterosexual, come on, get over it. And I always say this, is that sports are for kids. That's it. Back in the heyday, how these conservatives, they talk about how, oh, back in the day it was way better. Well, back in the day, what do we have? There were no pro sports back then. In the 40s, the 50s. You had a few teams here. Yeah, you had the baseball and all that. But it wasn't like it is today, where it's a franchise, where it's something that's so fucking big. And football didn't, it did not become as big as it is today until the 1970s. So, I'm not really those kind of people that say, oh, baseball is an American pastime, or football is an American sports, and American. It's nothing American about that. There's nothing American about two bunch of guys in tights running into each other. Nothing American about that. Okay, it's pretty stupid. That's my opinion. But sports nation, is it? Or no, I'm sorry. It's where am I? Outsports. Well, they interviewed this gay guy who is Christian and who is in football. He plays for Middle Tennessee University. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Sometimes I want to take a few steps ahead of myself here, but the former Middle Tennessee State place kicker is a place kicker. And his name is Alan Gandro. And it's a very long piece. I'm not going to read it. It's just extremely long. I don't want to bore you. Most of it's boring. The thing is, he wants to try out for the NFL as a place kicker. Is that where they kick the ball over the thing? Wow. Anyways. Yeah, little kids and their rules, I don't really understand these rules, and I don't want to understand the rules. The rules that people should care about, the rules of Wall Street, the rules of the big banks who control the money in this country, who are bankrupting you, throwing you out in the gutter. taking away your home. Why don't you worry about those kinds of numbers instead of, oh, what's his average batting rate? Blah, blah. I don't give a shit about that. It's meaningless. It's pathetic. Oh, he's gay. He's going to join the NFL, maybe. Maybe. So what if he does? Oh, we have the first gay Jackie Robinson. Well, here's the thing. I don't believe they're going to hire this guy. Because I read the whole article, and there's some instances in the article that says, maybe he won't make it because of his inability to be really, really, really good. You have to be really, really good to be a place kicker in the NFL. You have to be really good at kicking the ball, okay? Because your life depends on it. Because all of society hinges on you, on the ability to kick this weird shaped ball over those bars over there. Okay? And so he is planning to try out for the NFL. And people are saying that, he's going to be the first gay NFL player. This is how it should be done. The player, it has to be already out of the closet. Usually during high school or college. Like this guy. And he talks about how he prays a lot, he's a Christian, and he, sleeps with the Bible or something like that. I don't know. I mean, is that kind of like an excuse for him to say, look, I'm gay, but look, I am very Christian. And the article revealed that a lot of these football players are so Christy, they're so religious. And I'm like, okay. Maybe that's one of the reasons why they're having problems in the NFL. I mean, yeah, they have problems. I mean, you have all these problems. And in reality, I prefer not to have a gay person in the NFL. That's my own opinion. I prefer to have a gay astronaut. I prefer to have a gay scientist that figured out how to cure cancer or something like that, So that's more compelling, more interesting, more wow. People will actually look up to that person. Believe me, in the NFL, what do you do in the NFL? You play there for a couple years, and then once you're hopefully you're not brain damaged by the time you retired of all those head injuries. But you will go through football for a few years, and then what? You retire very early, by the way. And hopefully you save money, but according to the numbers here, the statistics, a lot of NFL players, the overwhelming majority of them, file for bankruptcy within a few years after retiring. So, are these the real type of role models that we should have? I mean, no. And there are other sports that gay people have been so successful in, like bowling, like golf, like boxing. And those demand a lot of, conditioning on behalf of the person. Because that's a sports contact, that's in individual sport. But when you have team sports, I don't know, the whole dynamic just changes. It becomes a whole different monster. And it's not interesting anymore. It's just garbage. So, but anyway, I mean, good luck to this guy. And if he becomes the first homo to be out of the closet, and in the NFL, well, good for him. Supposedly, there's this guy out there. I forgot his name. Who cares? But there's this NFL player who was caught with pictures of him and his boyfriend. I mean, come on, yes, they're together, man. They were at the, excuse me, they were out on the boat fishing or something and holding together, holding themselves together and kissing and all that. I mean, oh no, no, we're just friends. We're just friends. I don't know, maybe those pictures were leaked out intentionally just to get people ready for that. And it's quite funny. I mean, I don't know. It's very interesting, though. This is the only thing I find really interesting. Actually, I find it quite... it's really stupid. These players, all these players, the coaches, whatever, they say, oh yeah, we have no problem. It's not a big deal. Actually, we already know that there are about 4 or 5 gay players in the NFL, and we don't have a problem with them. All right, so what's the problem then? If we find pictures of you with your boyfriend hugging each other, wouldn't you say, yeah, that's my boyfriend, I'm gay? That period. End of story. Move on. No, but it has to be this. I don't know. I'm just hearing two things at the same time that are you know, the whole thing is weird. First, they're telling us, oh, we accept gay players. We know gay players already. And they have been accepted by their teams. And they love them. We love them. We care for them. Okay, fine then. What's the big deal then? If they come out, they come out. Let them go to the gay parade. Let them do whatever they need to do and go about their business. Why are they in the closet then? If they're fine, if everybody in the NFL is fine with gay players, then why are they in the closet? Because they're not fine with it. That's why. It's all a bunch of lies. You actually believe these people? I mean, these are the same people, these football players, like the 49ers. You know, they made this It Gets Better video for Winnie Savage. And comes to find out that later on, I think it was during the Super Bowl, the players who were involved in that It Gets Better video didn't even know what the video was for. When they were asked by a reporter, hey, you did this It Gets Better video to fight anti-gay bullying, and the two players who were in it, they're like, oh, what? I didn't do that shit. Oh, really? Do you really trust these people to say to you that, hey, I mean, look at all the head injuries that they get every day when they play this stupid sport. I mean, do you really trust these people whose IQ is probably lower than that of a dog, to be honest with you? You really trust these people telling you the truth? Oh, yes, I'm very accepting of gay people. Oh, yes, we have a gay teammate. We're fine. And then he goes back in the locker room and beats the shit out of him. I don't know. I mean, I'm just relating to you what I feel about this. And there, I said it. Sue me if you don't like it. But there you go. The first gay Jackie Robinson. Are we going to see it? I don't know. And I don't really care. To be honest with you, I don't. It doesn't affect me at all. It doesn't. Maybe those who are so invested in that sport or whatever sport, maybe it affects them. You know, because if their team loses, you know, oh, they get all bummed out, depressed, like if they lost. Come on, get a life. Control your own life, man. Why is your life so dependent upon whether some of these men win a game for you? I mean, like, come on. Anyway, that's it for that. Let's move on.